Happy Sunday, traders. My name is Jonathan. I'm the owner of SysFX, and in today's video, we're gonna go mark up our charts for the week so you guys can follow on my Telegram whenever I take a trade. Let's get it. We have a couple pairs to go through. It wouldn't take long, so let's get started. Let's see here. AUDJPY. The first thing you got to do, guys, is do not overthink it. Do not overthink it, guys. It's just simple, right? So you see the top, you see it bounce here and it went down, bounce here and went down, bounce here and went down. So you draw the resistance there. Although it don't look like much, I probably won't play it, but it's good to know in case it reverses. Now, as you can see, it bounced here and it bounced here. So we're gonna draw a freaking zone right there. Right above it, you'll see it bounced here. So, and it's never bounced before, so that could be another four-hour area right there. And let's do some below, guys, because you need to stay relevant because you do not know where price is going to go. So I marked this just because it bounced off this wick. And then at the very bottom down here, like so. Now, if you notice, I'm only grabbing the wicks. Why? Because that's where price action hit and reverse. So we can hit there again and reverse. Not all the time, but most of the time. So you go to the 1 hour. This is where I enter. So what I'm looking for this week, it's either a bounce here, back up, or it can go up and then bounce down. Either or. Of course, there's many options that can happen. It can actually break through, come up here, and then keep continuing down. You never know, but the plays, if I see rejection, that's when I'll enter. So I'm not technically biased on anything. I'm just I'm just taking what the market is giving me. So right now, it could be either those three things. Moving up next is AUD USD. It's actually marked up already for you guys. Let me go back to the 4 hour. It's actually still relevant now, but let's say it goes up higher. We'll mark it here, like so. I know it's kind of big, but that's okay. And then we can go. Actually, that's pretty good. Because if I try to draw more, guys, it's irrelevant. Why? Why don't I draw more? It's because by the time it hits these, it's gonna probably be a week from now. So we've already made our new highs or lows or all that stuff. So just keep it what's relevant, guys. You see it. You see. Price action doesn't move that much. It takes a couple days to move. So just draw what's most relevant so you're not wasting your time. You don't want to be in the charts all day unless you actually like that stuff, but not me. Next up is Euro USD. We'll actually extend this here. And actually it's ready for like a sell here, but we'll see what's going on. At the bottom is down here. I don't want to draw this whole wick because that's a huge wick. So when that happens, guys, I see a huge wick, I'll just move in a little bit. I switch to the 1 hour and I'll just draw the wick like so. Simple, right? So when you go to the 4 hour, this is what it's gonna look like that. Simple. So that's it. Next up, 4 hour. I'm sorry, GBPAUD. That's a beautiful rejection at the bottom there. This probably won't play it anymore because it touched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wicked 7 or 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. You probably shouldn't be playing that ever. So we just delete that one. Go back to the 4 hour. It looks like this. And that's it. Simple, right? So obviously what could happen is this bad boy can go way up here and then bounce back down. Or it's here and it bounces through, bounces back up, it continues upward. That could happen. Or another thing that can happen is down to here, as you can see on the left side right there. So it'll probably come down here, retest, and this is where we'll enter. That looks the best for the sell. So again, there's a lot of options. You can't be biased in the market. Just keep your options open, really. Next up, damn, this is the trade I took last week, or it actually didn't activate, and it was beautiful, but don't matter. That's okay. These are actually valid 4 hours. Actually, let's move it. You want to be current. I'll move this up here. That's better. Because this didn't form until during the week of last week. So another one is up here. And that should be relevant enough. If I try to go lower, guys, it's going to be a little messy because you have to zoom all the way out to try to go lower. So you can see it's in a big old downtrend. So sells all this whole week. Now GBPJPY, 4 hours here. Don't touch this one because there's too much noise, so delete it, no big deal. This is the bottom, hasn't been touched recently, and honestly, GBP is not looking pretty. Let's put on the 4 hour. It's too much mess here, guys. You do not want to be trading that because the probability of you losing is higher and the probability of you winning is definitely lower when there's so much noise there. Just wait, look for clear areas. See, it dropped down, it touched again, it bounced away. Here, it wicked again. It'll probably break up and keep going upward or just bounce back down. Like I said, just wait for rejection and wait for the market to give you something. Next up is GBPUSD for 4 hour. Big old downtrend. I like it. So we'll do this here right there because it bounced. It supported, bounced, broke through, rejected here, and it continued downward. And we'll do up here just because it hasn't been touched before. So if it does happen to touch it, it's definitely going to be a higher probability of a winning trade. There's a wick on the bottom. We'll do that one. You zoom to the 1 hour. Why do I look at this? It's just because I want to see it that I got my zones correctly. So it looks pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect either. And we're up to the next one. We have, let's see, 4 left to go. Let's do it. So NAS, with indices, I've noticed that you really have to update, really have to update more often than most Forex pairs, just because they move so fast, and there's new order blocks all the time. So we'll do this one. This is a 4 hour. Down here is another one that was newly formed. Like I said, you want to do with the most recent. You don't want to go too far back, like right here. That don't make any sense, right? If you try to do this one. Why? Because yeah, it bounced. It's great, but you're overthinking it at that point. It's just blowing right through them. You're just gonna make yourself a losing trade. So let's do that, and we'll do here just because in case it goes higher. Now, if you see with indices, you have to draw more zones in the 1 hour because they really respect those as well, from what I noticed. So we can do this one here, and then we'll wait. That's a pretty good range area there. USDCAD. Let's delete these bad boys because it's so messy. Now, if we look at it like this, it makes more sense. You can see us resistance here broke through and then it acted as support. So we'll draw this here. Very simple. Draw it out. Now, when you see this bad boy, it's kind of hard to ignore. But that's what you got to do because fake outs do happen. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened there. And usually when that happens, I kind of just leave it. I don't play those areas just because it's so confusing. So don't play it. It's simple as that. If it's confusing to you, don't play it. It's not clear, don't play it. Gold hasn't been very good lately. Maybe on the 1 hour to look a little bit clearer, and it does not. We can try to force maybe here, maybe there. It isn't pretty. So I'm not even gonna, you know what? I'm not even gonna trade this pair this week just because it doesn't look pretty at all. Unless for whatever reason it starts going upward and showing some kind of price action to go upward like this, then that's when I'll start playing it. But for now, leave gold alone. Guys, last week US30 has been really good to me. I caught it all the way down and then it ended up reversing, putting me break even on my third trade that I had there. Don't overthink it. Top, bottom. It actually did bottom because of this over here. Look, it's overly extended. Completely valid. Down to the 1 hour with indices. You'll see here. And a pretty good range. It's kind of similar to US30, I noticed. And that's it, guys. Guys, as always, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll see you during the week.